So that way, you know, we have the audience.
I thought we had to do an audience page.
Sorry, so my computer will. Hi, everybody. Okay, yay. Audience. Cool beans. So, hello everybody, my name is Katie. I originally moved here from Southern California when I was 14 years old. Before I came here, I was a really sheltered child. I lived in a really quiet neighborhood and I always had my nose in a book. So moving here was kind of a bit of a culture shock, and my normal defense mechanism of reading was not available because we didn't have a house to live in, so all of my books were in storage. Which is kind of how I started out doing what I do. I'm a published author, and I write nonfiction and fiction stuff. I don't go a day without writing, and it's one of my favorite things to do. Now, originally starting off, I wrote this really horrible teenage angsty romance stuff. It's really bad. Now I write a lot of sci-fi and a lot of steampunk type stuff. And then, of course, my nonfiction for my work. I write children's books. They're read across the country. I have one that's been translated into Spanish, so it's exciting. And what I like about writing is that you can kind of, you get the opportunity to illuminate ideas, worlds, characters, adventures that other people may not have already thought about, and sort of bring that to the world. There are also times, though, when writing doesn't flow, when I can't, and we all know the word writer's block. A lot of people think that when you have writer's block, there's nothing you can do to fix it, but that's not true. So in addition to writing, I have some other favorite things that I like to do to kind of get the words to come out. One of those things is painting. The great thing about painting is it's a way to express your feelings in a visual medium in a nonverbal format. So you're not using words. You can use symbols, colors, or you could just literally mash paint all over a canvas. I've done that before. It's a great way to sort of get rid of any emotional blockage you have. The second thing that I like to do to get the words to flow is really any kind of physical activity, but in particular dancing. There's just something about losing yourself in the music and just kind of letting everything flow through you, especially if you have a dance partner and the dance partner leads, because then you don't have to think. And it's a great way to just reset your brain. And let's be honest, as an author, I have a very sedentary lifestyle. I sit in front of a computer all day and write. So it's good to get the physical activity. The final thing that I do is I go out for quiet time in nature. My main place that I go on a weekly basis is Lone Mountain. Sometimes I'll just walk around it, sometimes I will hike up it. Last night I felt the urge to go at 11 o'clock at night. I don't know if the park was closed, but I went anyway. And just walked around, and it's something that I think everybody needs, is the fresh air and the opportunity to just center yourself and be alone and quiet for a moment, because it's hectic. Life is hectic, and in nature, at least in the quiet places, it's not. So to conclude, there are many things I like to do. It's not limited to 4 things, although that would be the prompt, so that's what I stuck with. But in the end, I would always rather be writing. It's my favorite thing to do. Everybody, be an audience, keyboards.